So basically I didn't want to make it too pink and too pretty, too feminine, but at the same time I did want to retain some softness and femininity with my colour choices. So I thought, rather than making the whole chair pink, you can't. So I went with the pillows, and there's actually a little pillow that I've on the left-hand side on the top. That's actually two little pillows, and one's got a rose on it and that. And then when I put it on the chair, I actually didn't like the way it looked, so then I went with something else. And the next one, which is the page 6 of 6, is actually I was just showing the female form and the way I was winding, and it took a bit of fiddling, but I loved it. I absolutely had a ball. So down the bottom and there's the chair.
Oh, that's an excellent result.
So it turned out all right. I was actually quite happy with it, and everybody's asked to see it because, like I said, sometimes if you want to discuss these designs, I've got 4 kids and a husband and friends coming for coffee all the time. So if I can't get in touch with you straight away, I'll just show them the design, say, what do you think? My kids just couldn't wait to see the end result, and so I get them a lot of the times to give me their input. They're younger than me; they're like in their 20s, so they've got probably a more contemporary taste than I do. And they said they'd love to have something like this even in their house. So I thought, all right, I can't be that far off.
Excellent. So much detail in that organic vine leaves and that climbing elements, etc. It's beautiful. You also done a little bit of, I'm just going to enlarge it a little bit more so you guys might be able to see.
Because I thought the back was just as important as the front. So because you'd be able to see the back wherever the chair would sit. So the front and the back were just as important as each other. While the back almost looks like a beautiful frame, like something you'd put a photo in, the front is more of a recognisable as a chair.
That's right. I really like that kind of elements you have along the frame as well, like you're trying to imitate the upholstery itself to being fixed to the frame.
Yes, and I had to put actually there's like there's a ridge basically through the middle of the chair just to get that support. And I was thinking, worst comes to worst, you can always have like a metal hidden inside frame to give the chair a support, because I didn't want to put an extra leg through the middle. It just didn't look good. So but I think and the chair, the legs do go out a little bit, just a little bit out, just giving it a little bit more of that support.
Yeah, excellent result. It's a little bit wonky and it's a little bit not straightforward, but as a concept, I really appreciate it, because I think the client, when they see that, they can understand where you're going to and what the final result is going to look like.
Mm.
So with your frames, were you attempting to do a wood carving frame?
Yes, it would be, yes.
Yeah, it looks like it, yeah. Excellent.
And with today's technology, they can, so I'm thinking it's probably, because they used to do it on hand once upon a time, but now they've got the technology to actually get this timber carved half the time through machines and whatnot. And it actually is at 1:5 scale, so it's about 13 centimetres. I think that's the only thing I forgot to put in is the actual in centimetre height and width. I should have put that in the hand.
It's 20 centimetre wide and 9 centimetre
high, yeah.
Okay, it's like, yeah, excellent. So with the fabric upholstery, so obviously you could not find anything that could be to the scale of that seat. So you were going for something like a matte and gloss finish of the stripe.
Yes, and something in a more of a stripy thing, but I didn't want, because the chair's already got so much detail in the carving, I didn't want the material to be busy as well. And what I think it's that juxtaposition where we've got a flat, nice, clean surface, so it just accentuates the actual carvings of the chair. It doesn't take away from it. So, and as that was the most important thing for me in the design of the chair, I didn't want that to be overpowered by the fabric.
That's right, yes. What I would suggest, maybe the fabric, I really like that you put cushions in there to actually bring some color into it. If we just go back to the original piece and just have a look at the fabric which the original designer selected.
It's very similar, actually. It does have that little bit of a silk polish thing, but it's got more design on the actual chair. So
that's right. What I really like about this upholstery that it actually helps the design and the
yes,
element, this triangle to shine
yep.
as well.
Yes, see that middle bit? It's almost like his the middle bit. That's what I'm saying. That's his almost like a little signature thing, and it's almost like he's actually imitating that flower in that middle section.
That's right. It's really suited for that particular design.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous.
And funny enough, when you look at the original piece, and then when we go back to your piece, okay. Now here, which one do you think more period piece, the original or yours?
I think mine is more period fitted, and his fits more in contemporary. To be honest, I think I've just done it the opposite.
You have
Yeah.
so, you just have so, because when I look at it, it feels, in some ways, it actually feels not even Art Nouveau. It feels like it belongs to more, 16th century, somewhere in medieval period of, that type of furniture, and carved furniture.
Yeah. Maybe a little bit also that Rococo, that busy, rich style, and quite thick.
Or Baroque style.
Yeah.
That exaggeration of
Yes.
nature, but it's definitely like a 16th, 17th century style, borderline. You might have learned from that piece if he has seen that piece before he created his own.
Probably. So yeah, that's my chair, and like I said, I actually really did enjoy. It's been years since I've done a model, so I had fun.
Yes, so you will have a lot to talk about in your journal entry with all these challenges you had with making your model. And I look at pictures, and it's really good, guys. What I really like here that you actually take a picture of your progress.
Yes. So I was actually looking myself through the photos, and you can see as the piece was coming along. So, and I just wanted to show also people, because I remember one of the assessments we were speaking about, one of the girls actually used something similar to what I've got here, but she didn't use wire, and she had a lot of problem. So I thought this might help the next students to use the wire first, and all I've done is put masking tape and covered the wire, so it just gave actually the wire even more strength. But because it's a masking tape, it's not oily, so the clay was sticking to it beautifully. So I just kept building and building from there.
Excellent tip, Vesna. Thank you very much. Now, Claudia, do you have any questions for Vesna? Claudia, are you still with us?
Oh, no, I don't see her screen.
Oh, okay, she's left. Okay. Well, it's beautifully done. Thank you very much for submitting and putting all that effort into it. I really enjoyed looking at it. Now,
thank you.
Do you have any questions for the
I'm fine. We spoke about the kitchen design last week, so I'm good with it. I'm just, like I said, just sit down and get the work done now, and getting through some of the journals and assessments. Just basically a lot of work to get done through. But I understand all the sessions and what needs to be done.
Okay, very good. So also have a look at the assessment task number 4 and go through those journal submissions as well.
I think the 44 is actually all those 9 sessions. They are all journal entries.
Yes.
6 and 10 and 20, whatever, they're all journal entries. Yeah, so that's the 9 journals that it's talking about. But each journal does have a session to work through, so I suppose it's the same thing.
That's right, yes. So, if you have any questions or problems, just email to me.
No worries, I will. I'll give you a quick email,
And I'll mark your assessment tonight. Thank you very much for submitting.
That's all right. Okay, thank you.
Have a lovely day, Vesna.
You too, Polina. All right, hear from you next week anyway.
See you. Bye.
All right, bye-bye.